Someone posted a 9-step blueprint for building cities that rank in X, and it's been bookmarked everywhere. I'm going to go through it and tell you what I like, what I don't like, and what you can actually apply today. Okay, here are the one he actually nails, 1 and 6. So the one is title is your service and your city, nothing clever. This is correct because keywords in the Google Business Profile landing page title tag rank number 4 of 187 ranking factors in the Whitespark 2026 local search ranking factors survey. And the failure mode is a clever title, meaning something like serving our neighborhood, that will rank for absolutely nothing. That gives nothing specific to Google to actually rank you for. Now the second one, FAQ questions with your city inside them. How much does a roof replacement cost in Clifton? Those are what gets pulled when someone types their exact problem into AI. So here's one fix. Localize the answer to, not just the question. A city in every question with the same generic answer underneath is actually a templating problem that we don't want, and I'm about to show you why after this. Here's the other tip, TLDR at the top, meaning too long, didn't read. Here's what it says, too long, didn't read at the top, what you do, why you do it, starting price, bullet this is the part AI quotes when someone asks a question. The block is right partially, bullet and near the top is exactly what gets lifted into AI overviews, and it's actually your conversion block too, not just an AI quote block. You have to remember, Google doesn't publish how AI overviews actually select passages. And every time I've seen a contractor page quoted in the AI overviews, it's been a short factual block near the top. Now here's something I don't like about this example, the actual price in there, and I'm going to show you how to actually fix that. So you put a price of say 180 pounds, and then when you actually give them the quote after you've seen what the problem is, after you went to the location, and then you say 600. Now they were anchored on that 180, and now the price has almost quadrupled. That's not going to be good because people will start arguing because they saw on your website that price. That will maybe lead to a bad review or just them not doing the job. It attracts price shoppers and it goes stale every time material, personnel, equipment costs change. I would actually swap it for my 4 Ws. Always true, never needs maintaining. The 4 Ws meaning where, what, who, and why. Here's an example and then I'll go through that example. So, for the title, emergency roof repair in London. Leak stop today, 24/7 call out. And the description below the H1. Family run, London roofers, 18 years of experience and fully insured. Leak, storm damage, slip tiles, and same day make safe. Call any hour and a real roofer picks up, usually with you inside 2 hours, with a fixed written price before we actually start. Super simple, and this answers those 4 Ws which most people want. So where the location, so emergency roof repair in London. What is actually what you do, in this case emergency roof repair. Who, which is actually who you are, what your company is about, so in this case family run London roofers. And the actual benefit for me, in this case it would be a real roofer picks up, usually within 2 hours, fixed written price. You can also go for the 18 years of experience and fully insured, and the actual emergency call out. So that will answer what most people are looking for in an emergency and even on a regular job. Because most people I've seen, they just read the top part and they decide fast if they want to keep going or call you. Now the next tip, here's what it says. Then a section about the actual city. You want to be the expert in your service and the expert in the area. The page has to prove both. This is the right principle because geographic, city and neighborhood keyword relevance of the content is number 2 in the Whitespark 2026 local search ranking factors survey done by a lot of SEOs with expertise and a lot of experience. It's actually behind only by dedicated page for each service, which is at number 1 position. So we can't argue with this goal, but the execution is actually wrong. Here's actually how to fix it. So what people actually publish is the Wikipedia paragraph, population, founding name, so nestled in the heart of a valley. That proves you can copy an encyclopedia, not that you know the area. Google has a name for it, scaled content abuse. Here's what you want to do. Write about the work in the city, not the city, the housing stock, the access, what actually changes the job. Example, instead of saying Clifton was founded in 1917, write Most of the housing here in the 1920s stopped with the original slate, so a replacement usually means new buttons too. Actual wording for that location, actual relevance, because those type of houses need a certain type of fix and another location might need another fix, and these actually tell Google that you have expertise, that you know what you're talking about, and you can actually replace their roof correctly. So again, it will be a CRO fix as well, because it's unfakeable, it's actually useful, shows your expertise, and it carries the city names without going against Google's guidelines. Because scaled content abuse is when many pages are generated for the primary purpose of manipulating search rankings and not helping users. Now, the next tip: driving directions and landmarks. Here's what it says: add driving directions from a spot everyone knows to your location. Name the specific landmarks and highways on the way. Off Route 3 past the stadium reads like someone who actually drives there, and that's the point. Here's two problems I found with this one. Because he's trying to prove local presence like he did in the tip before, but here's one thing he doesn't tell you: nobody's driving to you. Almost nobody's driving to you. Say roofers, plumbers, electricians, they will go to the customer's house, not the other way around. So that doesn't make sense for these types of services. Two, it's the doorway pattern. Doorway abuse is when sites or pages are created to rank for specific similar search queries. They lead users to intermediate pages that are not as useful as the final destination. And multiple domain names or pages target at specific regions or cities that funnel users to one page. The directions blocks is the classic template. Same page, swap the highway and the landmark, publish 40 of them. That's the mechanism Google describes almost word for word in their spam policy, not my opinion. So this is something you need to be aware of. Again, like I said before, templating is not good. You need to have relevance, show photos, show you actually doing the work there, the equipment you're using there, the actual houses, the type of houses. If there's a specific house for that location, show yourself doing that work. Show landmarks near it, maybe that if you are passing through it, say your van, because these things are relevant. Show reviews with the location there. A client that says they did a emergency roof repair for me in London, that's more relevant than doing this template action. And Google will see that and they will boost your rankings over people that are just doing templates. Now let's go over the rest. Here's what it says: now delete everything that isn't your service or your city. The mission statement, the paragraph about your grandpa. You need to only answer the questions they have instead of going verbatim or having too much text that doesn't matter to them. They only care about what they care. So delete what's generic, keep what's actually specific. And the next one, drop real organizations into the page: the chamber, the supply house, the youth league you sponsor. Entity relevance builds trust, and I've never once seen another contractor do it. This is an amazing tip. Like I said before, with the photos, with the reviews, with the location, this is actually a great upgrade, which also helps with backlinks, which will boost your rankings, and almost no one does it, those types of sponsoring. And again, ask them to link back to you. You sponsor a youth football club, you sponsor a local event, you sponsor a fundraising, and they link to you. You build relevance in your area and people will see that. It's a great way to actually boost your rankings and actually do some good for your neighborhood and put yourself in front of the people in the neighborhood's mind for the services you offer. Next one, contact form on the page, social proof next to it. Perfect. This is what I've done a ton of audits and show you the structures to do your pages. So reviews before, so they can read all of the good things about your company, the other people's opinion, what they liked about your services, and then the contact form. But avoid having too many fields, just the basics: name, email, service they need, and a phone number, and the message. You don't need more than that. You can even maybe remove the service and just put it on the message, because the more fields, the more fiction. And the next one is then build backlinks to the page you rank. The page is the target, not your own page. Okay, this is actually a perfectly good tip, because most people that build backlinks will just put it in their own page. But say if you want more emergency roof repair jobs or more flat roof repair jobs or any other type of jobs, you want to link build to that page. that page is the one that you want to rank for. Or even if it's a higher difficulty service, location, or keyword, you want to build backlinks to it so it actually will rank higher. That's it. 6 of 9 of these tips I'd actually use for my clients. Generally good posts. 2 of these I'd actually change some things like I did because of the templating issue and the driving direction and generic section about the city. If you need any help with the local SEO, your Google business profile, your website, you can link a free local SEO strategy call with me. The link will be in the description. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.